G'day folks, bienvenue du garage de la Delboy. Today we're going to do some more ratage with the Bandit. First thing I've been wanting to do for a long time is to get these crash bars kind of made a little bit more rat looking. They look a bit kind of standard at the minute, and the idea what I think I might like is kind of just box these areas in some metal, kind of make a bit of a knee protector, leg protector kind of look. Those of you who've been around the bike scene, the British bike scene a lot, perhaps into mag and so on, might remember there was a big old fuss years ago about leg protectors, big things that stuck out the side, made the bike look daft. But in the rat kind of things, I'm just thinking, had a bit of an idea. This gap from here up across, and then from there kind of down, just box that in a bit, just sort of make it look like one sheet, and then maybe this area at the front in here, box that in from the front, both sides doing something. But obviously if you put a kind of cover on this, it's going to scoop air in from the front like a big air old scoop, and that's going to slow the bike, also add fuel consumption and make a bit of drag. So perforated steel. I've got this is one of the van cab protector shields, stops the parcels clobbering you in the back of the head if you brake hard, and had it for years, don't use it. And the good thing is, it's as you can see by the magnet hanging on it, it's made out of steel. It's absolutely beef. It's a good, I reckon, mil and a bit, 1.25 mil, whatever that is in old money. And this perforated stuff, it's kind of real tough. You can't bend it by hand, it doesn't want to know. So that's the kind of stuff, and there's just loads of it there. I've got plenty of scope to have a little play. And on here, as I said, this area to one side, as you look through there, that area there, so that will be then boxed in from the outside, maybe box it in the front, don't know, just gonna have a little play. So the first job is get the old grinder and take off this powder coat and paint, so that I can then start tack welding something onto it. And again, this is all part of ratism, just something that looks a bit daft, a little bit apocalyptic, or a bit of it Mad Max, you know the score. But before you do anything, when you're welding on a bike directly onto the frame, disconnect your battery. You'll know that, it's obvious. You've got electrics, fuses, earths running through the bike. So the first thing, disconnect the battery. So all I've done is disconnect it, and I've put the terminals on a cloth so they can't even slip back and touch the terminals. Disconnected both sides, so that's completely safe. Now the bike's dead, absolutely nothing works, it's all completely disconnected. So now you can weld on the frame without any fear of blowing all your relays and fuses. So time for some grindage, get a little bit of bare steel showing, something to weld to, let the cat see the pigeon. Let's go from there. Stick around, stay tuned, let's see what happens today. Right, just a quick point first, obviously to get cracking, I've just taken off the old breather bowl, breather hose there, been doing its job. Now just want to show you this. This obviously goes, normally is directed into your airbox, and as such your engine rebreathes this moisture. Check this out, pretty clean, but it's kind of got an oily residue in there. And if you can smell that, if you had smell-o-vision, that stinks. It's like an oily gunge that's stuck around the inside. But that's water, and there was a good half a cup full of water, and that's probably about 1,000 miles, I guess, 800 miles since I did that. Now that water, all that water that was in there, gets rebreathed through the carbs, through the engine, and you wonder why your exhaust rots out inside, because that condensation goes in there. So that condensation, that just collects, didn't go through the airbox, didn't saturate the oil filter, or air filter rather, didn't go through the carbs. You know, do you need water or water vapor burning through your engine with the fuel vapor? No, you don't, and that's it. So that's why I run one of them. Brill. And if a couple of you guys asked when I fitted this, why not run one of those little K&N filters on the end of the hose? Well, because it doesn't do anything. The moisture doesn't go anywhere. The filter actually stops it getting through. So really all you're doing is allowing air to breathe out, but not this moisture to collect and condense. Excellent. Job's good. Right, time for grindage. Just about 5 seconds. Alright, that's got it ground off, all the paint, powder coat and everything off, so the welding's going to stick. And as you can see, I'm just going to weld along that there, along the top, and then just kind of box that in with some of this stuff. So don't know how it's going to come out. It might look a load of rubbish, but that's what rattage is about. Just experiment, do something a bit different. All cleaned and shone off. Nice surface to grind and weld to. Okay, let's get the metal, start cutting it out, see if we can make some templates. Okay, that's the first bit. Okay, that's the general idea. Okay, just need to fine tune it. Okay, see the idea? See if we can cut it to shape. Okay, first bit ready. Weld that in there. Let's get it tacked on. That's hot. Okay, there's the first lower section welded in. Now I've got the second one cut ready, using the first one as a template. That kind of fits in there. So just got to get that tacked in. Then we can start on the tops. Let's get some tacking. And there it is, all in place. Don't look too closely at the welds. You know me, messy but beef. Ain't going anywhere. You can pick the bike up by that, tough as you like. It's quite thick steel. Kind of excellent. Bit different. Untidy. But I'm going to grind these back. And that's both the bottom halves done now. Grind the welds back so they don't look so bad. And it's all going to get coat matte black tomorrow anyway. So now, box the top bit in. Alright, so got the left side welded on. Again, good and strong. I'm going to tidy up the welds, grind them back, paint it black, all that. But as you can see, I'm losing the daylight, and because I've got such crap lights in the garage at the moment, I like to move outside to finish off. This is the last one. It's quite a sophisticated shape actually. It's kind of like a little shell, and just to get it so that everything kind of lines up perfectly, even at the back edge, that just pulls down once you start welding. Stood there probably at last half an hour trying to bend this into the right shape. What I'm going to do is tack it, then bend the back in, weld that, and that'll be fine. It is just a rat bike. So it's all ready, all prepped, cleaned up and shiny, ready to start welding this hot bit on, and then we're nearly done. Alright, now lost the daylight now, pretty much 7:30, nights are closing in. As I said, crap light in the garage, not good enough for welding. So that's it. It's on. It's just been snotted on with loads of weld. I will grind it back and touch in any welds that's missing, and then spray it all satin black tomorrow night. That's part 2. So this is part 1. It's on there. It's beef. These grates are now pretty cool. It's another nonsense bit of rattage, bit of stupidity. it's just a bit of fun. Actually, it's quite cool from the front. Like a little cage. So that's all for the night. As you can see, the light's going. Can't do any more now. So I'm just going to give this a little brush, get all the soot off it, ride it to work tomorrow, pick up some paint at my favourite surplus store, and then get on tomorrow night, grind these back, make them look pretty, and then squirt some of the old satin black, blend it in. And my can is going to go inside the cage. It's going to get clipped inside here, which will look quite cool. So there we are. That's it. Another little bit of daft rattage. Proper strong. Ain't going anywhere. That's it for tonight. You've been watching Delboy's Garage. As ever, appreciate your support. Thanks for watching. See you next time for part 2.